find it so cute when they get to that age where they discover like love for not just the parents but for animals as well. He loves this bear. I mean, he picks a lot of them up and will play with them, but for some reason this bear he really likes. He actually got it from one of my close friends, and she would actually be really happy the fact that he likes it so much, because you know, it's one of those things, you buy stuffed animals and the kid could like it later on, or they could, you know, care less about stuffed animals, but this is one of his favorites. And sometimes he likes to carry Cookie Monster around because he likes Cookie Monster. He likes Elmo too, but I need to find an Elmo for him. I found a couple, but I felt like they were too much for the price, so I mean too much for the size, not for the price, too much for the size. So yeah, book. Yeah. Another thing is he's really into books, even more than ever. That one that he has now, it's like a puppy goes to a farm, and there's like a piglet and stuff. But what, you want me to come with you? But he loves that one, and he carries it around everywhere. And then there's like these little tiny books that he likes to carry around too. What? What do you want me to do? Mama needs to have coffee. It's just so cool. They're like crashing into each other. Oh, one just went by your head, Puka. Good thing I'm not scared of him. What is it? I think he just realized that. He just realized what they were. I don't even think he was paying attention to them flying around. And now he's like, what is that? What is it? Look at you, you're crazy boy. Just washed him up so his hair is all crazy. But it's just me and him today, this Saturday, doing a bunch of cleaning stuff. But I wanted to film this because I don't think there's a lot of areas where there's this many dragonflies. Hi. Good morning. I love you, Puka. So in this drawer right here is all my, it's kind of messy, but it's all my like measuring stuff for cooking, with a bunch of, you know, other random kitchen appliances or stuff. But I let Riker play in here because he knows how to open the drawer, and it kind of like lets a baby know that if they have this one drawer they can play with, then they don't touch a lot of other stuff, huh, Puka? But the only problem is when I want to bake something or cook something, I can never find all of the measuring spoons and cups, huh? Because you take them and then usually he does put them back, or I find them and I put them back. But a lot of times he ends up putting them somewhere and I don't find them till later. So right now I need a half a cup, and this is what I have. I have a 1/3 cup and a 1/4 cup. So we gotta go search. Where's the half cups? Hey, wait, here's one. Bad one. Just gonna rinse it off. Been on the floor. You gonna do some pastry stuff? Yeah, you gonna decorate a cake? You gonna decorate a cake? No, that's not where your finger goes, but at least it's not hurting you. And he broke the baster, like the part that goes to this, he broke it. So actually you could probably just keep that and play with it because we have no need for it now. Right? Yeah. Things that make a baby happy. Done. I promise, it's almost done, okay? Mama, get her so we can eat together, okay? What did you say you wanted? You say you wanted cheese? Cheese? Where's the cheese? And this is what his breakfast looks like. I actually mixed some mashed banana up in the oatmeal so that way it just gives it like an extra flavor. I added some apples, the rest of the banana, some granola, some cinnamon. Is that good? What? Your hand's icky? He doesn't like being icky, like his hands being gross or his feet being gross either. He wants me to clean it. It's so cute, but it reminds me a lot of me. Mama was like that.
Good morning, friends. It's so cute. Anyway, I'll better place on our cards. Gosh, amazing. Hi. All right.
Clean up. Clean up. Clean up. Everybody, everywhere. Clean up. Clean up. Everybody do it. Whoops. We'll help if we put it on warm water. That's you. That's you. Can you say Riker? Riker baby. Yeah. Riker. Yeah. Really? Alright, off you go. Yeah. What do you want to do today? You want to go for an exploration? You want to do an adventure? Stewie wants food. That's all he wants, huh? You want to see? Look. You see Stewie in there? Do you see him? And I see Teddy. I see Teddy on the floor. Go get Teddy. You gonna go get him? Go get Teddy over there. Your best friend. And Teddy. Hi. You wanna film? You wanna film? You see Stewie, see? Are you reading some books? Yeah. Bunny. And we're off for a walk. We're back home. This little guy's having some zucchini with some ranch and a grilled cheese sandwich. She's enjoying pretty good. And I'm having a grilled cheese as well, but I have different bread. I like to give him wheat bread because he needs his daily whole grain for the day, which he did have oatmeal, but I still like to add that. So this is mine. I think this is like a sourdough type bread. I'm not quite sure. But it's in like the bake shop in our local Hannaford. My husband usually likes it for goat cheese and whatnot, but I like using the leftovers for grilled cheese. And I'll probably have some zucchini as well with some ranch. It's actually pretty good eating raw, like a cucumber. Actually tastes pretty close to a cucumber, just a little bit different. Watching Bub's Beauty or her vlogs, but does anyone else put hot sauce on their grilled cheese sandwich? I know that it's a staple to use tomato soup and, you know, dunk it in it, but I don't have tomato soup, and I feel like in the summer sometimes, you know, you don't want soup. So this is a good alternative to add kind of like that tomatoey, kind of vinegary taste without, or citrus taste without actually having soup. So if you do this, let me know in the comments because I'm curious as to if other people do it too. But that's what my sandwich looks like. And this guy's demolishing his lunch. He's got a little bit of a rash from the stupid ranch. But it goes away. It goes away after we wash his face. just working on a video, something kind of new. I thought that I would kind of film so that way, you know, I'm not doing just straight vlogs. Done with the crazy humidity. It was ridiculous. It was so like hot and frustrating, and you didn't want to eat certain foods, and you didn't want to work out, you don't want to do nothing. So it's nice when the more cooler weather settles in. I don't really like the cold, like winter cold, but it's nice when it's like, you know, kind of a more fall-like weather, or spring. Early spring is nice. But I wanted to mention how I went to the dentist, and I haven't been in a really long time because it's really expensive. If you don't live in America, dental is like one of the most expensive things here. A lot of insurance doesn't cover like half the payments or cover any of it at all. It's really hard to find a good like dentist place that will do payments or going through some sort of fee discount. You know, that it's really hard to get into places like that. But finally they opened a place in my healthcare provider area in the same complex or same building. I've been going there for years, and then finally they have this thing called the sliding fee scale, which I use for like going to the doctors and stuff, and it goes according to how much you make a year, so it's like perfect, and you only have to pay like a really low amount for each appointment, so it works out great. The only thing is I have really weak enamel, like really weak, and I've known this ever since, you know, I was really little. My dentist had always told me that no matter what I did, like I could not eat candy and all that stuff, which I don't anymore, but I could be really careful of what I eat and brush my teeth like several times a day, but I would still have, you know, kind of weak enamel. It might not be as bad if I, you know, brush my teeth more than twice a day, but it's hard to, you know, have time to brush your teeth every like 2 hours, which I probably should. I don't know, having weak enamel, but I just found out that I have, you know, a few fillings that I have to get fixed, and then the biggest thing is I'm really disappointed over is I wish I could have gotten fixed earlier, but I had a tooth that ended up breaking. And I think it was a combination of lack of flossing, which I try really hard to floss, but I think it was the lack of flossing and the fact that my molars still need to come out, so they're kind of putting pressure, and that tooth got weak, and so I ended up breaking it. But then it got a bad cavity in it, so now I have to make a decision, which no one wants to make this decision, because I can either pay for a root canal with a crown, because if I don't get a crown it could crumble later on. So a crown will kind of protect it. It's like a little cap for it. It looks like the actual tooth, so it won't be visible and looking like a, you know, an empty tooth, and plus things can get in it, so the crown helps protect it. But I can either get that, which cost quite a bit of money, and I don't think I can afford it, but I'm still working things out with that, so we'll see. Even with the fee discount that I have, it's still too much. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, no wonder people have such terrible teeth and, you know, have to get dentures and all that stuff, because they make it like impossible. They charge way too much for dental. It's ridiculous. But I have that option, and then the other option, of course, is completely removing the tooth, which I really don't want. It's going to be the cheaper option, super cheap option, and I really don't want to, because then, like, when I smile, there's just going to be like a hole right here, and that doesn't look very pleasant or pretty. So it's just frustrating. I hate having to deal with dental. issues and stuff. And I try so hard to take care of my teeth. Like, I make sure I brush it really good in the morning. I use mouthwash. I've been flossing really good. And I think the past year I've been working really good because I've noticed that broken tooth. So I've been doing really good with that. And I make sure, like, at night, if I've brushed my teeth after a shower, I do not have any food. And if I end up having something right before bed, I'll go brush my teeth again, because I really don't want that sitting on my teeth all night. So I'm really cautious as to what I do, take good care of it. So I don't know, it's just frustrating. I hate having to deal with dental and all that stuff. So I feel like toddlers hit an age where they have a hard time wanting certain foods or textures and whatnot, and Riker's kind of going through that. So it's been kind of, I don't know, frustrating trying to find something he'll actually eat completely, like the full thing up. He does like oatmeal with apple or banana. He eats that all up, like, it's the best thing ever. And then once in a great while he'll go through a period where he completely hates it, or just doesn't want it. I think he just gets sick of it. But I was trying to find something he would eat. I made him a grilled cheese yesterday, and he took a couple bites and he didn't really want it. But I think I found something he really likes. He loves cheese. He's like obsessed with cheese, and it's his new word now. So he'll run around and he'll go to the fridge and be like, cheese, cheese. And it's the cutest thing ever. But what I did is I made him a sweet potato, one of the best things you can make for them, with mixed in veggies. Like, I just put a bunch of veggies mixed in. And then I put some butter in it to fatten him up, because he's still, a tiny guy. And then I added some cheese on top, like grated some cheese. And he loves it. Don't ya? You love it? What's the matter? You don't want to be filmed? What? Is that good? Are you gonna try to prove me wrong? No, this thing was completely full, like really full, and that's how much he has left, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was almost done, because their bellies are tiny. Huh, baby? You got a tiny belly? that I would give you some pointers on some skills that are good to learn before marriage. Even if you're not dating yet, sometimes it's still good to learn these if you have the goal of getting married eventually. So the first thing is cooking and baking. I know that it seems kind of a typical thing to learn,